Rajagopal welcome you all to the ninth session and the final phase of Crack It 2021 pre-placement program. So far, we have completed three phases of this program, that is the resume building, aptitude test, and the group discussion. On the behalf of the students, I would like to thank the CET Alumni Association and its members for their constant support and cooperation. We are extremely grateful to you for the successful implementation of this training. We believe and hope that this course will provide the students with essential tips needed to crack the placement. Now, I invite Jinsa to deliver the welcome speech. Over to you, Jinsa.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Jinsa, S for Civil, a volunteer from CT BBC Club. With immense pleasure, I welcome all of you to the ninth session of Crack It 21 series, Grab Your Dream Job, organized by CT BBC Club. First of all, I would like to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Manoj Elanjickal, HR Leader at H&R Block India. It's a pleasure to have you with us, sir. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Now I welcome our alumni who had been constantly guiding us, Satish sir, Murikesh sir, Priya ma'am, and Raju sir to this event. I welcome you all. I'd also like to welcome our faculty members Anjan sir and Jayashree ma'am to this event. Now I welcome our BBC Club volunteers who had been constantly supporting us throughout the groundwork. And last but not the least, I invite all the students present here. Thank you.
Thank you, Jinsa. There is a saying that a job interview is not a test of your knowledge, but your ability to use it at the right time. Well, today's session is a training session. I would like to invite the guest lecturer for today's session, Mr. Manoj Elanjickal, HR Leader at H&R Block India. It's a great honor to have such a great personality to conduct our session today, who has more than 7 solid experience in human resource management and organizational development. His areas of expertise include organizational transformation and change management, competency development and design, talent management, and HR business partnering. So we welcome you. You may please take over the stage.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. And this is something absolutely incredible, right? This pandemic time, we all are joining and seeing that there is some uprich talent program preparing for the future, right? So great appreciation to all volunteers, especially the CET BBC Club for putting this much effort, right? And uh, the the perspective is that this is something very important at this context where a lot of people, a lot of young talents, right, looking at the right opportunity, and they are also finding it ways to crack the right opportunity with the right timing, right? So something, right, we have to really look at how we have to do the preparations, right? So very important. And this time is very challenging, very crazy time, right, with this all pandemic crisis that we all are facing, right? So again, I am assuring that all of you please stay safe and see that you take care of yourself and also your loved one, and same time you look at with this new world, the virtual world, how you are finding unlimited opportunities, and also how much you can prepare for building it further, right, to grab such opportunities, right? So that is how we look at. And this session, we budgeted 45 minutes time plus a Q&A. And basically, I am going to cover two aspects. One is the experience that I am having from the corporate, that how we really look at evaluating the talent, and how much we look at the talent who she or he prepared for this job interview, right? That also another aspects that we observe, part of the talent selection. And finally we look at how that talent is going to help building our organization culture, right? So it is all right from an organization perspective that I look at this way, and from a student's perspective, right? I am looking at, yeah, I am a student, I am looking for an opportunity and how much I should prepare, right? So I am looking at that perspective also, and comparing these two, how you should prepare and how you should approach, right? That is what I am going to cover in today's session, right? So the basic principle is that you know that we have a traditional way of the process of hiring, the new age way of looking at the talent shortlisting screening, right? The traditional way, we can still look at companies doing the aptitude test, then again the communication aspects, they do group discussion, then interview discussion, HR discussion, then selection will happen, right? And now, right, a lot of new elements added into this selection process, right? Saying it a psychometric test to understand the person, the cognitive ability of the person. We look at the behavior assessment, case studies, then also we look at the social media reference of the individual, right? How his past reference in the social media, and what is the type of person, right? All. And finally we look at is he having the entrepreneurship skill, right? So there are a lot of new ways that the companies are finding innovations in talent selection. At the end, what they really wanted to achieve is that the predictability, right? The talent predictability. The person is into the system, into the company, how that person, he or she is going to contribute, and what is the longevity. So that is how the predictability part is coming into the selection process here, right? So there are a lot of innovation, the ways that the organization is looking at selecting the talent. They also apply various tools, techniques, and seeing that, yeah, we are doing the right things, we are doing the right selection, and it is a future investment for the company, right? But or whatever ways that they do, at the end, from a student perspective or someone seeking a job opportunity, that perspective, when the preparations comes, the first basic principle is that it is, again, you can remember the advertisement in 90s or 95, right? A beautiful an advertisement in TV, that Head and Shoulder, right? The shampoo. The tagline is that you will not get a second chance to create the first impression, right? So that is something, right? We from a job seeking perspective, when we approaching the interview, we have to really look at that. This is something that I have to prepare, and this is something that I have to crack it, right? So the punchline is that I will not get a second chance to create a first impression in this interview, right? So that is something that you have to always remember as a tagline. So be it any method, that the traditional selection process or something that the new age selection process, right? A lot of tools, techniques to assess the candidates. At the end, the interview panel is looking at what is the impression that you are creating, right? So first part is that the preparations are your punchline is that how much you are going to prepare, and how much you are prepared for creating that impression, right? So that is what you have to keep it in mind. And that follows with the great statement on attitude, right? So irrespective of H&R Block or any other company, Infosys, TCS, they apply a lot of tools and techniques to evaluate the talent and make that hiring process. At the end, it is pointing on one line. That is, they are ensuring they are hiring the right attitude, and they train the skills, right? With their induction program, training program, everything, right? So they ensure that they are hiring the right attitude, and they train for skills, right? So here the message that I wanted to convey to all is that it is all about how much sincere you are to prepare for this career, prepare for your profession, right? That is something that you have to evaluate while approaching for a career, right? While approaching for a job placement, right? So for me, like, it is always right. I remember my days after graduation. It is way back, I think, yeah, 17, 18 years back, right? it is all that particular time after graduation. The mindset of people or student is that I have to do some part-time job and earn some money, right? That is the mindset. And with that, we look at various options that is surrounding with us, right? We will not look at, okay, I wanted to do this specific area, or this is what my areas of interest. No, we will actually look at what is the opportunity outside, and then we ourselves tune for fitting into that opportunity, right? That is the only choice that point of time, right? Even, right, any professional areas, right? It is the mindset, right? So even I look at my first job interview, that is after graduation. It is an unknown area, that is the marketing and sales, right? The company Eureka Forbes, it is a vacuum cleaner product. They are having a vacuum cleaner product, and they are hiring the sales executives for their organization. So when I look at, yeah, this is a part-time, or I can be permanent, or it is more about getting an opportunity and earn some money. So the criteria is like that: you should have a two-wheeler, then you should have a very good what is that, time investment on talking to the people, and convince the people with your product, right? The marketing, right, and sales. So the basic thing that I look at that point of time is that, yeah, this is something that I am getting an income, right? And it is all about, I can say that, yeah, after graduation I started working, I started getting a job, right? So with that focus, I attended that interview, and somewhat I cleared that interview. It is all because I was remembering this time because of one element, that is the confidence, right? The confidence to do that or take up that job, right? Even I am from a science background. The question is that you are from graduation, and why you are thinking at this point to get into a job rather than going for your other interesting areas that you have cited in your resume, your hobbies, your interest, everything. So the straight answer is that I was very, very sincere with that. The blind statement to the interview panel was, I completed graduation, and even the completion time itself, I thought about, I have to do some engagement, some work for some period, and then decide. Because from a career standpoint, I have not looked at anything specific that I have to get in, right? That is what my stage, and I feel this opportunity will give more direction further, right? So it was a blind statement, very sincere thing, which actually I believe that touched on the interview panel, where they decided to give an opportunity, right? And joining that team, it is all like they given immense training. Even, you know what, it is a product where we have to do direct sales. It is not that sitting in a shop and people will come and take the machine. No, it is like we have to carry that mission, and we have to go to the home and talk about what is special about this machine, and how much time it is saving for house cleaning. All those things we have to explain, right? So their training program is very, very impressive. They ensure that how you should dress properly, how to press a calling bell, right? How much distance you have to keep while the person opening the door, right? And also how much listening skill you should have, right? While pressing the calling bell, you have to also be a very good listening. What is that happening inside the home? Is that any fight between husband and wife, or any bad situation there? Then you shouldn't try to sell the machine, right? So lot of things that the trainer impose, right? So I'm remembering all those things, where I look at today is that it is all that a desire, and a strong desire, and an interest, which created me to crack that interview. And I was little honest in terms of telling the truth to the interview panel, right? That really worked out that point of time. But today, we really look at even the interview time, when the candidate is approaching. We really look at uh, three things. What is good with this candidate? That is the competency part, right? We really look at competency. In that, the skill, what is the skill set that person is having, what he or she is really good at, and what is the attitude that person is having, right? What is the attitude that person is carrying? And finally, the knowledge, right? Skill, their attitude, and knowledge, these three things that we always look at and decide. We decide what is the pass or fail, and that is something that we really look at from an interview standpoint, right? So here all of you have to really look at that. Yes, it is an opportunity. I am preparing for this job interview, so at any cost I have to create that first impression. So let me start my preparation. And also I know the fact is that at the end company is going to have the attitude, right? So I have to really look at expressing my skill, my ability to perform, the knowledge, right? And finally the attitude. These three things, something that I have to really look at cracking this interview, right? Because at the end the companies really look at culture fitment, the companies really look at how much sincere this person from an academic standpoint, how much knowledge that this person is having, and the attitude, the ability to do, or a can do attitude, right? So that is something we have to all keep in mind while we prepare for this interview. And when you have these things in mind, then each questions that interviewer is asking, you will be able to relate. Hey, what is this interviewer asking this question, and how he is going to relate with my answers, right? And how I can say very openly, right, giving a positive answer to this, and while answering, how I can demonstrate my confidence level too, or while answering, how I can demonstrate some additional points, right, related to other leading questions too, right? So all those things, right, you will be able to relate, right, when you remembering, yes, I'm going to have a first impression because I won't get a second chance to create that. And number two is that I know the the majority of the organization, they really look at having a very strong hiring practice. They hire for attitude and train for skills, right? So I know that, right? So the key aspects of interview preparations, friends, it is you have to familiarize yourself with the company, right? The first part, right? For example, I'm giving that example. I gone for the sales and marketing opportunity first. That is the company Eureka Forbes. So I do not have this in mind. What is that this company all about? And what is that the product features all? I know that this is a vacuum cleaner product. I saw this product earlier, and I know my job is to sell this. That is only 2 points I know, but I have not gone through in depth about what is that the company all about, and what kind of skill set needed to perform this job, right? And what will be the opportunities going to be in this company, right? And what are something special about this company, whether I will be happy doing this job or not, right? All those things are unknown territory, right? So that is why I put these aspects, right? While you guys today preparing for your interview, you have to really look at systematically to plan and prepare to win this interview. So first thing you have to really look at is that how you are familiarizing with the organization. So if it is H&R Block or Infosys or TCS, right, all are the brand, right? But you don't live with that brand. Instead of that, you have to get inside the brand. What is that this company all about? Lot of public informations are available in the domain, the internet. All you have to really look at the Glassdoor review. You have to visit the company website. You have to talk to the placement officer and understand what is the job description, what is the skill set this organization is going to hire, right? And also the college like CET, right? You have a huge alumni base, right? So it is again you are blessed where you can also connect. Yeah, this company is coming. The Robert Bosch is coming, or Ashok Leyland is coming, right? I have some alumni already working in these companies. Let me try to make a call and understand what is that more about the company, or what is that the culture of the organization, or what all things I should prepare for attending this interview, right? So that is what I am pointing, the preparation number one. That is, you have to be familiarized with the company, very important, right? That will give you more confidence. That is the stage one. The second thing is that again, it is more, right, a little more and practices needed, okay? But I am not going to take any I am not going to take a mock interview session, nothing I am not going to do, but I am just telling you upfront that the stage two is the preparing part, right? So preparing for an interview, preparing questions to ask during the interview. There are an opportunity for you to ask questions to the interview panel. There are an opportunity for you to really look at preparing a standard answers, even not even standard answers. I would say it is like something you understand the standard answer for this question, but you should personalize with those answer with your right profile, your experience, or your knowledge, right? So that is very important. If someone straight away saying a standard answer, then it doesn't looks good, right? Because the interview panel is much experienced than us, and they also seeing the different patterns, right, while meeting the candidates, right? So you have to ensure that the standard answers or standard scenarios that you are having, right, you have to apply your flavor into that, right? That is something very, very important, right? So that is another aspect that I am going to cover also in the coming slide. Then third element I will talk is on the on about knowing how to evaluate the company and decide if it is a good fit for you, right? Always we prepare. I wanted to crack this interview, right? But you should also have a mind that it is not other way also, right? It is like the company is coming to my college and they are in desperate need of talent, right? So they have to also convince me this is a great place for me to work, right? So that is also another aspect that you should understand. If H&R Block is coming or TCS is coming to your campus, they are in have a desperate need of adding more talent to the organization, right? So they are also looking at you whether you will accept their offer, right? The other side you have to really understand, you will accept their offer and will you join our organization, right? So there is another element also to that. So that also I will come to the coming slide. Then the last element I wanted to touch upon is the managing your expectation, the questions, the expectations that you are having, right, specific to the job. For example, I am an engineering graduate. I completed my stream mech, right? And there is an IT company visiting the college, and I see that IT is everywhere, right? Be it any stream, automobile or mech or electronics, it is all about information technology era, right? So let me also attend this interview if the area of interest is there, and I have to really get in, right? And the scenario is there, right, where you have to really look at these are my expectation about the job that I love to do, and how it is fitting with the organization. That also it is a good point for you guys to check, right? So these factors that I am highlighting is that this will give a clear understanding about preparation and also gaining more confident to attend the interview or attend or face the interview panel, right? You are familiarizing with the company, you are preparing with standard questions, and while preparing you are also adding your flavor, right, which is your knowledge, your skill, your attitude, which you are adding towards these standard questions. And same way, right, you are also having a mindset, I am going to evaluate this company whether this will suit me or not. Also, I am looking at these are the kind of job that I love to do in my career and how much they are going to fit in, right? That is all about managing your expectations, right? So I will cover in details points by point. And before moving, I am just sharing a picture, right? So anyone, any guess about this picture, or what is this place, or anyone can relate to this picture?
Racing
Yeah, it is absolutely right. It is a racing track.
Formula
Yeah,
car racing.
formula, absolutely, absolutely. Okay. So, yeah, the exact location is Indianapolis, and this is the Formula One circuit, right? And nowadays, everyone is familiar with cricket, football, all, and I am very special, particular about taking this as an example. Okay, and you are familiarized with the pit stop, right? Pit stop is something, right? It is close to 71 round, where it is allowed two pit stop, where the team can do the maintenance of the vehicle, refill, thorough check of the vehicle, and again participate, right? So Do you have any idea about each pit stop? How much time the team or the crew member takes for checking all these aspects? Any guess? For example, you are going to win the race, so how much time you should take for making all these arrangement? The checking the tire pressure or replacing the tire, then fuel refill, then overall checking of the vehicle, then instruction to the driver, right? All these. Any guess?
2 minutes maybe.
2 minutes,
Less
then
than
you
1
will
minute,
lose. You will lose the race here if it is
less
2 minutes.
than 30 seconds.
30-second also you have to win, right? So 30-second is very less probability to win the race. Just imagine you are a Formula One, the Ferrari team, and who is that? Yeah, Michael Schumacher is. You are part of Michael Schumacher team, and you want Michael Schumacher to win the race. So how much time you will budget it for this pit stop?
5 seconds.
Absolutely. Five definitely high chance, high probability to win. 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds, right? So it is high chance to win, right? So I'm just comparing, right? This is right. A lot of people are there. It's a team to support, right? And in a normal scenario, right? If I am going to office and my tire got punctured, and I know how to do that, I have a user manual, everything, right? And I will definitely take that 25 to 30 minutes to replace the tire with a stepney, right? And here the example that I given, it is 6 second or 5 second or 7 seconds, right? That is the average where all the teams are doing, correct? So any idea or any observation you are having, right? How this is going to happen, how they are making this happen, how they are
Mm,
making this happen with this much people all thorough check with less than 7 second or 6 second.
Maybe each one will be specialized in a particular area.
Specialized in a particular area. Excellent. Yeah, so their knowledge, right?
Then
Okay,
they might be practicing a lot like that.
practice. Excellent. Yeah,
And about teamwork, everyone is cooperating with each other.
excellent teamwork. Yeah, any other points? So I noted they are specialized area. They are specialized, meaning even I can say they are focused in one this activity, right? So they are specialized, they are knowledgeable, they do practice. That is the second point, right? And third point is teamwork. Any other insights?
Ability to meet emergencies.
Okay, they have a contingency plan too. Okay, you all participate. You part of the flagship program in CET, that Dhoni, right? Dhoni team, right? Dhoni is the flagship program, right? In CET, right? I remember correctly. Dhoni,
Yes, so that's a college fest.
College Fest, right? So there is a team, right, to make that fest successful, right? Okay, you can even compare that, right? It is every year that you do conduct that, so it's a team. So contingency planning, I am noting down contingency planning. You are missing an important point actually here.
Leadership.
Leadership, yes, I can add that. Yes, there is.
Adaptiveness.
So sorry, say it again.
Adaptiveness.
Adaptiveness, okay.
So communication.
Excellent. Okay, communication. Okay. Yeah, these all I can come and make it part of process. Okay, there is a clear process outline. Who is going to do what, right? Very clear, right? Who is going to do what? Very clear. So they communicate properly, right? And any contingency cases, their ability to and respond. So they are very adaptive. For example, some mistake, then it is again their ability to adapt and respond quickly with that. So these all are, I put it under process. Yeah, you are closer to that actually. So the points that I noted is knowledge, specialized knowledge, practice, teamwork, contingency planning, leadership. They are adaptive, communication.
Helping mind cooperative.
Okay, something closer to that. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, I will say the point here is that the most important element is that, see, this is a 21 member team, right? So each and everyone is aiming that their team is going to win, right? They all are working towards a common goal, right? So ultimately the point is that all of them having the passion and high energy, uh, and their mindset is that Michael Schumacher is going to win the race, right? So everyone is having that passion and high energy, and that makes them you know, preparing for a 5-second pit stop or 6-second pit stop, right? So that is something very, very important, the passion and high energy, right? Why I am saying this is that the organization, right, when they look at the second point that I mentioned, right, the attitude, hire for attitude, right? So when we in H&R Block, we look at defining an attitude is that the person, how much the person is passion, right, having that passion and high energy, right? So that is something really, really we look at, right? It is not just the knowledge, it is not just the certifications that the person obtained, right? We also look at these two elements, right? How much the person is passionate, right? If it is hiring for an IT information technology position, we really look at uh, is he or she passionate towards technology, right? What is the energy level of this person, right? So these all attributes are contributing to the confidence level of the person, the attitude of that person, right? So very important point here. This is something, right, we appreciate your points on teamwork, excellent, the communication, excellent. Then practice, they prepare actually. Right now, like you guys are really looking at, yeah, I have a career path, and after engineering I have to choose this area. These are the target or dream companies that I shortlisted, right? And you are practicing, you are preparing, right? That is also very important. And the equally important is that the passion and energy, right? So you have to really, really demonstrate your passion and high energy in the interview time, right? Even I will tell you, there are evaluations that when we are reading the technical evaluation or the HR round of evaluation, the candidate having a strong technical knowledge, however, we are seeing that the energy level is low or the confidence level is low, right? So that is why I am telling this point. It is all while you are going to do the preparations, this the passion and energy, high energy is very, very important, because if anything down with that, that is really reflecting on your confidence level. You are having a low confidence here actually, right? So here this is a teamwork, and at the end the team is winning. There is no man of the match in the team. Oh, I did best, better than you. No, nothing. It is at the end the 21 member crew, including the driver, right? The team is winning, right? It is not just, right, oh, this because of this person we won the tournament. No, not like that, right? So here in organization, at the end, the organization, the project, or the key important strategic initiative, at the end, the organization has to win, and organization is finding the talent. uh, while they finalizing the talent, they really look at, is he is going to be a fitment to our company, right? And here in this crew also, right, any misfitment, the team is going to fail, right? So similarly, the organization also look at, if I am hiring a misfitment to my organization, ultimately that is leading towards the failure of the company, right? So that is how I'm telling the important of how you have to look at the demonstrating the attitude part, which the key element is that how much you are a team player. Number two, how much passion that you are having. how much energy level that you are having, right? These three qualities are very, very important. Wherever you're preparing your standard answers, right, or your customized answers in line with your profile or the competency, you have to try adding this flavor, that showing examples of teamwork, showing examples of your passion, right? It is right, something your final semester, the project, right? So something, and a great opportunity for you to show your passion towards that project. What is the contribution that you did? Probably you may be working in a four-member team in that project, right? And people having different ideas, and at the end the project has to be get completed, right? So the interviewer may ask that, what is your contribution in that project, right? How you completed this project, what is the key learning in the project? So these are some of the opportunities for you to showcase your passion, your energy, your teamwork, all along with your knowledge and ability to deliver that project, your final semester project, correct? So that is what I am showing this example, where I highlighted earlier the point, the first impression very important. The number two is the attitude. So the component, the characters of attitude, which is contributing, is you have to have find opportunities to demonstrate or express your qualities, that you are a good team player, you are passionate about the field. If it is information technology, then I am passionate about technology. If it is automobile industry, I am passionate about that, right? Your ability to express that, your opportunity to express such point and convince, right? And last part is the energy level, right? So these three is very, very important. And when you preparing for a mock interview, all those things, you have to really, really look at these 3 points and see how you can present yourself, saying that I am passionate in my area, I am always having high energy in what I am doing and delivering, and at the end I am a team player, right? I don't believe in individual contribution. I am a team player. I can fit into any team, right? At the end, I really look at how my contribution is making visible in the team towards the success, right? So this is something, right, you have to really, really look at an opportunity to talk in the interview process. Then your chances of winning the interview is very, very high. Okay, instead of, right, I am sticking into my hobbies, then the interviewer will ask that, okay, what you have done to pursue your hobby? Then the answer is blind, right? In your project, what is that you done differently, right? Or how much excited you are having to complete this project? All leading questions will come. All these questions is going to check these three things: how much passionate you are in your area, how much energy level that you are having, and what is your behavior, right? Are you a team player or not, right? Because do you really value teamwork or not, right? So that is what. Okay, moving on. I explained earlier about the main important aspects, right? That is familiarizing the organization, then understand the job description, right? All points that I were talking. So I am going to have a detailing in that. Okay, so familiarizing the organization, meaning I already mentioned, right? It is all about, in public domain, lot of informations are available about the company, right? If tomorrow Robert Bosch is visiting your organization, your campus, or TCS or Infosys is visiting your campus, you should have the basic understanding of the organization, business and domain, right? So you have to visit the website, you have to go to the company reviews, what the Glassdoor or other in a public domain talks about this company, the employees review on this company. And also you have to reach out to your alumni working in that company and understand, right, what is the career opportunities that I am going to have in this company, and what are the things that I should prepare if I am getting selected. So it is all about understanding and having a very good familiarization about the company, right? The effort you have to do, right? The moment the placement officer is saying that, hey, tomorrow or next week this company is going to visit our campus, right? Most of the scenario it is happening is that the people are having the familiarization when the company representative is doing a placement talk. right? They will listen to the video or they listen to their talk, and they know something about the company. And the interviewer will even by luckily they got the aptitude test, and next round the interviewer will ask that, hey, what do you know about the company? Whatever the placement officer said, yeah, I know this company is like that, yeah, that's it, right? But the missing element is that the ability to convey how much sincere I am with this preparation, or how much eager that I am having look for this organization opportunity. That tone and sound is missing in his answer, right? So the interviewer at a management level or HR level easily pick that and score that. And even the interviewer will ensure by asking couple of leading questions, right, in connection with that, and confirm that no, this person has not done any preparations, or this person is not that looking great for and accepting an opportunity with this company, our company, right? So that is the way the interviewer will think actually, right? So this is an important step. Don't ever fall into a trap of, right, I will hear from the placement talk and understand more about the company. That if you are doing like that, then that is actually a wrong precedence. You have to really look at when the placement officer sharing the information to you, oh, this company is coming, wow. And then you have to start really questioning yourself, should I attend or not, right? If I am attending, what is that special about this company? Let me understand something unique about this company. Let me understand the review, what the people talk about this company, right? There are n number of companies, they all will come and say, we are the great company to work, and here this is the package, this is the opportunity, everything, right? And from our perspective, it is all about, we choose the right organization, right? We are choosing the right organization. So it is like a marriage. You have to really look at a boy like a girl doesn't guaranteeing a marriage, right? The girl also should like the boy, right? So it is like both party, the organization, right, and you both has to like each other. Then only the real engagement will start, right? If organization is finding that you are not just looking very serious about this engagement, then there is no marriage going to happen. You understand? So that is what I am telling, this important step where you have to be very familiarize yourself with the company, right? That not through a pre-placement talk. Prior to that, you should prepare, understand, reach out to the alumni, and refer the information in public domain, and have a basic understanding, right? Very clear, right? So with that, it is all you have to believe yourself, right? Because I am sincere in my approach, I am sincere in my effort, right? At the end, I don't want just to get into a job, I really wanted to get into a career, right? So that is something that you have to believe in yourself, right? If you are really looking for a job, then you will be undergoing another 10 or 15 different interviews, and somewhere, right, you will get placed, and probably some point of time after performing that job, it won't fit in for you, right? All these, the gap will come, right, in terms of what you really like, and in terms of what you really love to do, right? So what you are actually getting also, right? So it is all right how much sincere that you are having, and at the end the preparation is done, right? I understand the company, and I understand this opportunity I should apply, and this opportunity will help me, right? If I am getting selected, this opportunity will help me to achieve 1 2 3 4 5 in my life, right? So that is the belief that you should have, right? So that will automatically gain more confidence for you, right? The second part is the step that preparing for interview. I already mentioned earlier that I am not going to do a mock interview, all those things, but here some of the important steps that you should look at is the review of the job description. Okay, if it is a software engineer, or if it is a mechanical engineer, or a big data or data science, whatever different areas, the job description talks about what is the expectation. If you are selected, what is the expectation from the organization, right? These are the roles and responsibilities of the company, and the company is expecting you to deliver those roles and responsibilities, right? So you have to always look at a very deep understanding about the roles and responsibilities. Why I am telling is that the question will come immediately, right? How you see yourself fit into this organization, right? And if you are not reading the job description, you will be talking in air, you will be bluffing to the interview panel, right? So you are setting failure for that, right? So you have to really go through the job description and understand a complete view on the roles and responsibilities, right? So that is important aspect. And also I told earlier, right, you have to prepare a list of expected questions, right? Definitely I will get an opportunity to talk about myself, right? My key interest areas and what I am trying to do in my career. So these are some of the things that definitely I am going to talk part of the job interview, right? So you have to ensure you prepare uh, with your flavor, right? Ensure that in your flavor having the element of teamwork, the element of passion, how much passion you are having, the element of how much energy that you are expressing, right? So that is very important. So prepare a list of expected interview questions, very important. uh, there are common questions lot, go through that, but don't ever go with a standard answer. Whatever happening in whatever you are seeing in public domain, add your flavor, right? Add your flavor. Ensure these three elements, teamwork, your passion and energy is there, right? That is reflecting on your attitude, how much sincere you are having in this job application, right? And also practicing mock interviews really help, right? That is something specially that I used to say. You first time facing an interview, right? Definitely you have a lot of tension, right? You have a lot of curiosity, right? You have also have a lot of peer pressure too, right? Oh, I am a top rank holder in my semester and I am attending this interview, right? I am having peer pressure. Peer pressure is that my professor, my parents all looking at waiting for the result, right? So what will happen if I didn't get, right? What will happen if I'm not selecting, right? So a lot of anxiety will happen, right? So I'm saying that the mock interview, practicing mock interview, all will help overcoming that. Okay, that is the point that I have listed here. This mock interview will help overcoming those things. But just you know, understand one important factor is that if I am worried about my performance, I will definitely, right? It is a high chances of my failure. Okay, a lot of example in the cricketing world, right? You all are familiar with cricket, right? Everyone must be following the cricket, right? So I'm just pointing one thing that one of my favorite, that is the favorite coach in my list is Gary Kristen. Okay, Gary Kristen, because of the World Cup. Okay, so I always follow his tweet and also the articles, right? Whatever in the sports page written about Gary Kristen, all right. So the important story, one part that he highlighted, it really struck me, is that in his team, he was observing this Yuvraj Singh. Okay, Yuvraj Singh is a young chap and a very high performing person, right? And the instance happened is that on a particular series, England series or somewhere, right? He his performance was not great. He is scoring less than 25 runs in consistently 3-4 innings, right? And he also committing the same mistake where he is getting out, right? So the physio and the psychology consultant all, right, sit with Yuvraj, and they were really analyzing what is that the problem, because we look at the last series, he been scoring 3 centuries and four and a half centuries, and he's an outstanding person, right? A key contributor in the India team. And today we are seeing a dip in his performance. So is that because of the practice, or is that any injury, or is that the preparedness? What is that he is lacking, correct? That is what they are trying to understand. And finally, the psychologist understand one factor is that Yuvraj Singh is facing a performance pressure, right? It is all he is worried about, the end result, worried about what is going to happen in tomorrow's match. I am going to bat and I have to score 50, I have to score 3 digit, right? All these performance is creating a pressure, and that is really affecting his contribution, right? So the coach Gary Kristen advised him is that I am setting a goal for you. That is, you have to bat at number 4, and your goal is not to score in a 50 or 100. Your goal is to stay till the end of the innings and score the winning run for India, right? So there is no other pressure. You have to stay till the end of the innings and score the winning run, right? That is what his goal. So Gary Kristen redefined a goal that you have to bat at number 4 and you have to stay till the end of the innings. So it is not out. That is the goal. Okay, he has to be not out till the end of the innings. So with that new goal, he started performing, and he started scoring the winning run for India while chasing, and while India batting first, he is still there in the 50th over, and batting at number 4, and the fifth wicket partnership he is making, and a very good progress, everything, right? So here I would say that peer pressure or the anxiety about the result, that will really spoil your interview performance, right? Don't worry about the result, right? You have to say that I prepared myself and I am confident, right? And this is an opportunity for me as well as the employer. Employer also has to really sell me that, hey, please join H&R Block or UST Global or Infosys. This is one of the great place for you to work, right? So that pressure is also there with the company too, and also for me, right? So it is like 50-50, right? So that is what I mentioned. The engagement is 50-50, right? If both the party likes, then engagement will start. If one party is not liking, so that one party can be you, right? You are saying that, oh, I don't like this company, I think I attended the interview, or I appeared for the selection process, but I don't think I am not going to join this organization, right? That can happen, right? So don't worry about the result, right? You have to really look at what is the confidence level you can demonstrate as part of the interview, and what is that I am going to evaluate the interview panel also, right? What kind of questions they are asking, and how is the quality of the questions, how is that the culture of the company reflecting through these spokesperson of the organization doing the interview, right? All those things that you have to really look at, right? So don't ever fall into the trap of that pressure, right? If you see that you have that pressure, ensure you do some mock interview and practice and overcome that. That is what I strongly advise. Then other thing is that organize all your document now, right? Physical interview chances are very less, right? The virtual world, it is all through video, right? Online. Even H&R Block last year, September October time, we actually did the online aptitude test for more than 2000 people, and out of 2000 applicant, we finally selected 45, and these 45 people going to join June 2021, that is next month. They are going to attend the induction program, training program, everything is virtual, right? So I think in another 6 months or 1 year probably, right, the selection model all will be virtual, right? The company is coming to the campus and interacting directly with you and selecting. The chances are very rare, but whatever the cases, organize your document. You are also, you ensure you have a social media profile too. Okay, why I am telling is that there are companies, they also look at, right? From H&R Block standpoint, we look at for lateral hires, the experienced people, we really look at this element, but not for a campus freshers, unless and until that person is saying that I did a lot of blog, or I got award in Google because I found a bug, or Facebook awarded me finding a bug or a hacking in their system. So those things, the interview time people telling, then we are interested to look at the social media profile, everything, and see that, yeah, how much he is involved in that, and understand that person, right? So the rule that I am telling here is that you have to have your documents, even it is online or the physical interview, have that document also one side, and same time you ensure your social media profile also up, right? That is very important nowadays, like LinkedIn, Facebook, all there are lot of tools, they are fetching information, and giving analysis to the final interview selection panel that, yeah, this is the background about the candidate. I would say a social media background checking, right? That is a lot of tools are available, right? So that the companies are doing it. Okay. Then another thing is that part of preparing it is the dressing. Okay, decide your interview dress, right? So for that also you should understand the company. What is this company all about? Are they? What is the dress code policy of the company, right? Anything available in the social media, right? Is it too formal organization or they allow informal, right? And then you decide, right? This is suiting for my personality, and this is something, right, presentable. The appearance is very important, right? So ensure you take care of those two also, and especially, right, the virtual model interview, right, over Teams or Skype. You ensure the infrastructure also, right? There is no disturbances, there is no other struggle, right? Enough battery power backup you are having, the connectivity is very good, you have a very good video audio clarity, right? All those things you just ensure. That will also help for you to perform better. Okay. And the last thing is that the thoughtful questions. The interviewer also will ask, do you have any questions, right? So you should also prepare some very meaningful questions back to the interviewer, by understanding the organization and business, right? Even some of the things that really impressing is that more on the futuristic related questions, right? The candidate is asking a lot of futuristic specific questions, the opportunity related questions, all okay. But don't ask any questions specific to what is the salary going to be offered, or what is that the leave policy, or what is the work timing. Okay, all immaterial. Even you can very well imagine, we all are living in a digital era, right, where the location, work timing, then the financial part, all are immaterial, right? It is all about getting a right opportunity which I love to work and love to spend. That is going to be the top criteria for a candidate, right? And the moment the candidate is looking at other aspects as coming to a priority, right, then definitely, right, that is creating a negativity from an interview panel perspective too, right? So ensure you are asking a lot of thoughtful questions, futuristic specific questions to the panel. That will really help you, right? And moving on, um, it is all and I mentioned, you are also getting an opportunity to evaluate the company, right? When I am undergoing the interview process, I am noting down, okay, the aptitude test was good, the way that they organized the test was good, they were able they were able to communicate properly, they've been able to show the real professionalism, and also in the interview time, the personalization was there, like asking about me with by addressing with my name, then also get into more details about my resume, and understanding the result. Okay, so a lot of specific things that I am getting a feel. That means the organization is very serious about, right, finding the right talent, right? That is a signal that I am getting. So that's the way that I should also evaluate the organization, right? Some interview lasts with 1 minute or 2 minutes, or some interview lasts with 30 minutes, but at the end we have to really look at what is that the interviewer trying to get from me, right? And if I am not convinced, then I should also think that I think I'm not happy with the organization, the way that they evaluated me, or the way that they really look at, right? So that is also another element you should look at, right? Deciding the company which you are going to join. Correct. Probably you may pass the interview or you may fail the interview, but at the end you have to really look at, yes, I am evaluating this interviewer because they are the representative of the company. What is the quality? What is that the confidence? What is the culture? How much personalization that this person is having? All very important, right? And the last thing is the managing your expectation, right? So you have to be very honest in answering, and again, while you are become very honest, you have to be very positive too. Okay, ensure you are very positive. Don't focus on money, right? Because career, there is no shortcut, right? If it is money oriented, then you are falling into a trap. In career, a lot of hard work, and you have to build your career, right? So there is no shortcut. and don't ever focus on money while deciding a company. It is all you have to decide the organization with an right opportunity, right? Every day morning when you waking up, you have to have a passion that yes, I am going to work for this company, I'm going to do many things for the company at my interest, right? My interesting areas, right? The third thing is that think about your profile and assignment, right? You can really look at these are the organization expectation, these are the things that I am going to do, or these are the things that I am going to help the company in the next 6 months, right? So this is what the opportunity for me, so this is the assignment, this is the opportunity for me. So get that clarity also, right, with that expectation, right? And last thing is, right, when you are asking many questions about your expectation, right? Even interview panel will say that, hey, what is your job expectation, what are the things that you love to do in your career, what are the things that you are love to do in your life, right? While answering, you have to ensure you are prepared for the follow-up questions too, right? Don't try to be write a standard answer, or you have to be very honest and you have to be very positive. The same time, you have to be prepared for follow-up questions too, right? So that is what the last element that I wanted to convey, that managing your expectations, right? So here I am again reinstating this point. Okay, the slide, you have to familiarize the organization, you have to prepare the interview, right? You have to know how you are going to also evaluate the organization, and finally, like managing your expectations. You while appearing for this opportunity, you are saying that these are my expectations about the company, the dream job that I am going to get, right? These are the criteria for my dream job: the work culture, the people that I am going to work, the working environment, the brand, the technology, right, the area, right? All these things that you have to really look at and have a clear idea that these are my expectation about my dream job, and how it is fitting into this job description or this company visiting my campus, right? So altogether, if you prepare in this way, this will give you a huge confidence level, presenting yourself in front of the panel. And you are not worried, because you are very clear that I am having an opportunity to talk about myself, how much I am passionate towards my area, right? How much energy level that I am having, how much I am promoting the teamwork, right? While expressing about my capabilities, everything, right? So that's an opportunity, and you will be very confident facing the interview panel. And you also doing all the preparations, knowing about the company, right? The background, help from the alumni to understand what is inside the company, right? And you are choosing this company because you say that this is my dream job, and these are the criterias are matching with this company can offer. And knowing more about the company, experiencing the interview process, and understanding more connect with the interview panel, the organization through that entire process. Then the preparing your preparations, right? I already mentioned how much you are prepared, how much you are sincere. That is very, very important. And don't worry about the end result. Okay, if you are really, really curious about or anxious about your end result, which is bothering your performance, then do practice a lot of mock interview sessions. Talk to your alumni or seniors and get their consultation, how I can prepare more better with the interview, because I am really, really worried about the end result, or I am really, really tensed with the end result, right? So that is something is there which is in your mind. Please ensure you clear that, and then only start preparing for your job interview. Okay, with that mind, don't ever go, right? For example, someone will tell you that, hey, it is a practice, you go and attend interview, don't worry, right? But again, I will tell you, even with practicing that and you are seeing a failure at the end, it will really hurt you, right? So it is best you attend a lot of mock interview, take the advice from seniors and prepare and be confident and attend, right? That way you can overcome that, right? So these are the elements that I try to convey today to all of you. And I know that this world fully enriched with a lot of talent, right? A lot of talented people. At the end, one question is remaining: I have talent, I have skill, attitude, everything, but how I can ensure that I am getting into the right opportunity available, right? So that is where I am saying that this way of preparing for yourself will help you, right? because always it is considered like a marriage. It is not just a boy liking a girl and the marriage is happening. No, the companies come, they sell. Why you should join our company, that part is there, right? And you are also understanding each other, right? So that is how the real engagement will start, and that is where it is helping you that this is the right place for me to build my career, right? So this is what I wanted to convey today, part of the interview preparations. And I am open for any Q&A. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. That was indeed a very valuable training session. I really enjoyed it. Besides, it was packed with a lot of information into a short time. Thank you so much, sir. Now, I invite my friend Nandana to conduct the question and answer session. Nandana, over to you.
Thank you so much, Ashwini. It was indeed a wonderful session, sir. Thank you so much. Please feel free to ask your doubts and queries in the chat box. You can also unmute your mic and ask. Thank you, sir.
So just imagine that I am trying to sell my organization. I am selecting some people, right? So so you should be convinced, right, about H&R Block, the opportunities, right? So that's the confidence you should have, right? Even and any specific things that you wish to ask, right? Don't keep it in mind, right? Just ask. There is no right or wrong thing. It is all about just ask, right? That is, you have to take that first step initiative. Even people used to say that in our MBA class, all right, okay, the professor is there and the classroom is there, right? And I feel, right, I have to ask a question to the professor. Don't wait for the opportunity. Even just say that, yeah, sir, I have a doubt, this is what exactly, right? You always start, build that behavior. That is definitely help you, right? So why I'm saying is that it is all giving you that initiative driven mindset. You always try to get into that initiative driven mindset, and that is something, right, today's world, everyone is looking at, right? How much this person can come up with initiative driven rather than instruction driven, right? I always wait for an instruction to do the job. Is that good? Or I always do initiate many things and doing my job, right? So that is the second part, is the beauty, right? So always you should start building an initiative driven. And I really thank the alumni team with a lot of guidance that you guys are getting, because Raju conveyed that how you guys organizing this is the ninth day, right? A lot of series of sessions you initiated because you are very serious about, right, getting into the opportunity and career, building a career, right? So all those things that you initiated, which is fantastic, right? That is what I really wanted to appreciate. And even I was talking with the APJ University people, right? Because I had some challenge with the onboarding people before their final selection examination. I was requesting support from many colleges that, hey, their S8 exam is not over and H&R Block is making their joining date 1st June, right? So what is that going to happen? So I was telling that we will give a leave for exams, and we ensure we are honoring our commitment, that is 1st June. Because of this COVID pandemic, all exams are got delayed, and we don't want to affect their students' career. So I've been talking to those professors, and they are telling one part is that most of the university, the colleges, the pre-placement related activities or the initiatives are completely slowed down. Okay, with that mind, I was thinking that I got call from Raju and saying that CET, the students are organizing a series of activities, and they are really serious about preparing for the future, right? The job interviews, everything. I really appreciate that. So a big kudos to the CET BBC team for organizing that. I wishing you all the best. I am sure that all of you will get your dream job, and you will crack the opportunities. Yeah, thank you once again.
Sir, there's a question in the chat box.
Yeah.
How can we manage our stress during the interview?
Very interesting. Okay, first thing, I would say, I mentioned that you have to believe in yourself, right? Because it is all you are selecting the organization, right? The organizations coming to your college, they are in need of talent, right? They do the pre-placement talk, they publish the job advertisement, job description, the salary package, many things, right? Even I will tell you, in H&R Block standpoint, I used to compare what is the offer letter of TCS, what is the offer letter of Infosys or UST Global, how I can be make it attractive, my offer letter, so that people will look at my job advertisement, people will look at the job responsibilities, how I can make it different comparing with TCS, everything, right? So what the point I am conveying is that many organizations, they are trying to make creating that first impression to all the interview people, right? The students, right? So they really look at, I wanted to get the cream layer of the students or the major portion of the students, the best people I have to get and attract, right? So that pressure is there one side, and they come to the campus and they really look at, yeah, I am going to spend the entire day at CET, and my objective is I have to find the talent for my future, right? Organization need, right? So they have that already, that pressure, right? So when they really look at that interview progress and you are also stressed out, then it is a big problem actually. You understand? So just believe that I am actually selecting the organization for my career, and today Infosys has come or H&R Block has come. I will really look at how their organization opportunities. I already did some preparations, what is going to be inside, right? All I did, but now during the interview time, I will also understand more what is the opportunity is all about, right? And it is all, I am also deciding whether this is the right opportunity or wrong, right? So the managing stress is that you have to beat yourself, right? You have to be very confident that I don't have a stress, right? And also you have to believe in your preparations too, right? That is the best way to overcome your stress, right? And don't look at your parents or your friends or your academic mark. Oh, I am the best, I score a 9.12 CGPA, right? And there are someone scoring 7 point something CGPA, got advanced to another round, right? Now I am going to do my round. Don't ever compare, right? Don't ever start comparing with your friends level or your relatives, right? How they got the job or not, nothing. Don't ever compare. You have to be confident for yourself. You have to be confident that I have a clear plan. I am going to select the company which I am going to work, right? These two are the golden mantra. Don't ever look at your relatives or your parents or your friends, whether they got placed or not, or some pressure. That is the actual stress buster for you. So the stress creation, right? Don't ever look at that. Okay, it is all that I am deciding my plan. I have a clear plan. These are the shortlisted companies for me, and if these shortlisted companies are not getting into, then I have a different plan too, right? Believe in that plan, right? That is the ultimate. Okay, because I am telling you, that is how today the people looking at all the talent, we look at the millennials, right? They are highly demanding, right? In Bangalore, 4 days a week working, 3 days completely holiday. The startup companies are doing it, right? And the young engineers like you all are joining in such organization and spending 4 days, a lot of innovation they are contributing, everything, right? How that is happening? Because those people are having a clear plan. I don't want to join TCS or Infi or H&R Block. I wanted to work as an entrepreneur, and these are the opportunities in Bangalore. These are the opportunities in other area, right? So like that, be very confident. That is what I am requesting all of you. Don't ever compare yourself. Don't ever create unnecessary pressure on your shoulder. See that you are prepared, number one. See that you have a clear plan, right? These two will win the interview, trust me.
Thank you, sir. There is one more questions coming up.
Yes, please.
If the interviewer asks if you will get a better job opportunity, will you leave this job? How will we respond to that question?
Okay, so the question, you have to really look at this way, that I am choosing this job because of the criteria. that I am having, right? That is number one criteria is a better working environment. Number two criteria is um, uh, the the people that I am going to work, right? The opportunity that I am going to work, right? So I mentioned in the slide that don't ever get into a situation where you give that you are looking at better salary or compensation package as the top criteria for deciding a company, right? You have to really look at the criteria. Number one is the opportunity. Okay, if I am a mech engineer, I am very passionate in mech area, right? Then I have to really look at giving consideration of a dream job. And when I am into that dream job, some other better opportunity coming and I am going to leave. That's the way the interviewer is asking a question. You have to have a clear answer saying that the opportunity, the criteria for me is fulfilling by this job description. I am very clear about the responsibility, everything. And the other aspects, right? Salary, the incentives, those kind of things are not in my priority list at this moment, because the initial 3 years of my career I wanted to learn, I wanted to contribute, I wanted to set a very good foundation for my career. So in these 3 years, I wanted to have a stability in my career by not switching to different companies, right? So that is how you have to handle the question, right? If someone is saying that, okay, I joined and after 1 year leaving to some other company, then it is showing the instability. Even when attending another interview after 1 year, that interview panel also will ask, hey, why you are leaving the company? You just completed 1 year only with that company, right? After graduation, right? So a lot of things will come like that. So you have to answer very straightforward that I wanted to have a stability in my career and my focus is to learn, gain more knowledge and contribute and set a very good foundation for my career. And I believe this opportunity will help me, right? So that answer will have all actually, right? Even they will ask you to explain more, you have to explain more why you are thinking that. And also substantiate with other reasons, because right, your academics, your project, right, all you have to try and link with the company business, right? If it is a IT company, you have to say that I did a project in IT and this is what my interest area, and I really look at starting of my career only the opportunity and stability for the first 3 years, and after that I really look at more opportunities, and that's the time only like I will decide what is next. Actually at this moment I am very clear, I am only focusing on building a career with the right opportunity, right people, right mentor, right? I feel this company has that opportunity. So that is the best answer for you to handle. But while you are answering that, you should have a convincing tone, right? Very important, right? If you are smiling and hearing first time this question, yeah, I never thought through. If some opportunity come and smile, you are not completing that statement, it is gone, you are gone actually, because the interview panel will say you are doubtful, right? You are doubtful about this engagement. Same the marriage example I given, right? You are doubtful of this marriage or engagement, right? So interview panel will not score mark for you actually, right?
Yeah. And the next question is, if HR asks you, if you don't get this job, then what will you do? Then how should we respond?
This question I think we also used to ask, okay, and the intent of this question is that we are understanding the candidate plan, okay, that is one thing. Number two is that we are also testing the confidence level of the candidate, right? Is he a person working only with plan A? Is it a person always having a plan A and a plan B, and how that person look for futuristic, right? So that is something that we really look at. And also this question is a leading question where overall how he performed in the interview, the different questions we also try to relate with the authenticity, right? So it is like some people will start with standard answer, and somewhere, right, the honesty, integrity may tweak it some element, right? So this question also help the interview panel to understand what is the authenticity of all the interview questions that he or she asked, right? So that is what, for example, a person we will ask that, can you tell one mistake that you did in the academic, and through that mistake what is the learning, right? So he or she will come up with a story, and finally we ask a question, right? If you are losing, if you are not getting a chance to get into this job interview, what will be your plan? And he's giving a different plan, which is not substantiating with his learning from the mistake. Then we will feel that these two are having a gap, and it is not linked actually, right? So somewhere, right, we will also look at, yeah, this is a prepared one, the interview standard answer. It is not, we are able to explore his personality or his individuality in this answer, right? Like that. So this question, typically how you have to answer is that I really look forward getting this opportunity because I am very confident about my skill set, my ability to perform. I am very clear about the job description that the organization published here, and I am very confident that I can contribute. So I believe that I will be having an opportunity with this organization. So that is a forward looking answer to handle this. If I am not getting an opportunity, what you will do? I am answering it very futuristic, saying that I believe I am going to get an opportunity with this organization because this job description, the role, my skill set, everything, my ability to contribute, everything is positive, and I am very confident. So that is something you can tweak it from your profile also you can add, and you can answer better. Okay, that is what I strongly recommend. Don't ever explain a plan B, right? Don't ever go and explain, I will attend another interview, or next week other companies coming, I will try, I will keep trying all the standard answer. Don't go, and I would strongly recommend, don't go with keep trying answer. Instead of that, you give a positive forward looking answer stating that I will I actually prepared for this company, understanding the job responsibility, the skill set, everything. And from my academic standpoint, I look at, this is something in the area which I strongly feel I can join this company and contribute. So at this moment, I strongly believe that I am going to get an opportunity with this organization. So I never thought about a negative result for this interview. So I am confident. So that is something, your personality you are expressing, right? So that is what the best answer. But talk from your heart, talk very naturally, and your ability to express your feeling and emotions too with that answer. I think that will go a very good weightage.
Okay,
There
sir.
are more questions also. Yeah, I'm
Yes,
just reading.
actually. How can we politely negotiate with regard to our salary?
I think the campus fresher interviews, it is already a published offer, right? The organization will convey to the placement officer that our placement package, the offer package is with this range, right? So in the HR round discussion, all normally that scope is not there. We never discuss or explain this is what the offer all. Okay, we do mention in the pre-placement talk that this is the company package, this is the benefit, your insurance benefit. We care about the associates, so we cover your parents with this insurance scheme. For yourself, this is the insurance scheme. Then other benefit schemes in the company, the people friendly policies, everything, right? So once the selection is done, then it will be like a offer release communication to you and the placement team that you are selected, and this is the expected joining date, this is the offer package, and it is for you to decide whether to accept the offer or not, right? That is how the scenario, right? So don't we never seen that the offer negotiation practice is there in any of the campus interview, because in advance the companies publish the salary information to the placement team, right? If you are experienced person, right, 3 year 5 year, then you are going to attend an interview for a technical manager or any other position. Definitely that time the negotiation is there, right? You have a salary expectation too, right? So that is there actually.
Okay, sir. And the next question is it okay to be honest and tell them that we'll be trying for higher studies maybe in 1 year? if they ask about our immediate future plans?
I think my experience, I would say the person with a higher studies actually the company having a lot of plan, right? It is all long term, right? Company investing in long term opportunity, right? So it will backfire. Okay, and if you have really having a higher study plan, then definitely you should pursue that, and you should give that chance to someone else, right? That is what I strongly recommend. There are people joining a company after the investment on the training and development, right? And after completing 1 year, the person is going for an MBA, right? At the end, the organization is not gaining anything, and from an employee standpoint, he just only have a limited application knowledge. He cannot also claim that I am going for an MBA, I am a lateral, I work for a company for 1 year. That 1 year is not enough actually, right? Friends, that 1 year is a very short period. It is only having a limited knowledge, the knowledge of the application, and with that limited knowledge, again he is going for an higher studies. It is not actually not going to help that combination, the experience and the MBA or MTech, right? So my strong recommendation is that if you are really passionate in going for higher studies, pursuing your higher studies outside India or even inside India, you should definitely aim for it instead of not choosing the job interview immediately, right? That is what my strongest advice. And if you are telling this in the job interview, definitely the organization will think that I am coming here for a long time investment, and I think this candidate won't be a fit with my plan. So the selection won't be happening in such cases, majority. That is what my take. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And next question is, if in a technical interview, if we are not knowing completely about a particular technical question, but have some idea, is
Mhm.
it okay to tell what I know or simply say that I have to refer?
Don't do that. Okay, just tell upfront. You have to be bold, and you should have the guts to ask that. My apologies, I didn't completely get your question. If you can repeat and explain what you are little more, then I will be happy. You should ask that, right? Number one. Then the follow up is that when the interview panel will put an effort to explain, right, about the question, then don't immediately say that I don't know straight. Okay, there is a way to say no even you are not answering. You don't know the answer, right? For example, I put a lot of effort to explain the question to you, and then you just think through and say that no, I don't know, right? Then that is, you are very open, but the interview flow will have some distraction, where the interview panel will look at, okay, then definitely look at from an academic standpoint. Again, they will reevaluate whether this candidate is academically strong, right? Because it is a straight no actually, right? So what I would say is that you should try attempting that question, right? What all related to that question, something that in your mind, right? For example, someone is asking about how the microwave oven functioning, right? You may not be having a, you may be knowing the answer, but you are not immediately knowing that, or your ability to express that point of time may be stuck. But you have to take time, and you have to explain the philosophy behind that with your understanding, right? Or something closer to that answer you should try actually. So why I am saying is that that is showing, especially in the HR interview, that this candidate is having a can do attitude. Okay, it is that the candidate is trying to answer. So it is that it is a can do attitude. Okay, so that is actually scoring a weightage. Someone, we will say, can you resolve this puzzle? They will just look at the puzzle and say that, sir, I don't know. Okay, someone will look at the puzzle, and then in the rough sheet, he or she will write down something all, and he try and then say that, sir, I am trying, but I am not getting the exact logic, or I am not able to crack it. Still, that is having a weightage. But the first instance is that the person the immediately seeing the puzzle and say, no sir, sorry sir, I am not able to do that. It is gone actually. It is having a negative mark. right? So always you try to look at a can do attitude, trying the question, right? If you didn't understand the question, even nothing wrong in Anna asking the interview panel to repeat the question, but at the end, even you don't know that question, don't say immediate no. You have to try, you have to explain around that question. And this is what, sir, I am thinking. I'm 100% sure that this is not the exact thing that you are looking at, but I am able to relate this way, this question, right? So that way you are explaining it, you will still have a positive note on, yeah, this is a can do attitude person. And definitely this person can be a problem solver with immense training and investment, right? That's the way the organization will think, actually. So that is what my advice. Don't leave it, actually, such questions. Ask for more clarification for that question, and you try to answer that, showing your can do attitude, and score mark for that.
Okay, sir. The next question is, to what extent have the odds changed, varied for even an excellent candidate to crack an interview and secure oneself with a job after the pandemic situation has emerged and continues to haunt us?
I will tell you, huge opportunities. Trust me. Uh, the attrition rate, I am telling you, right? 2017, 18, 19, H&R Block as a company, we never faced any attrition. Okay, that means the people joining our company, they are very well settled, right? In this year, right, the beginning, 2020 pandemic time, we see lot of companies where people having lesser opportunities, lot of layoff of employment, lot of companies are freezing the salary, right? Lot of things are happening in 2020 March, April, May time frame. But in 2020, towards October, November, December time frame, we see that lot of people, I'm talking about the India market, lot of job opportunity for the technical side people. I'm talking about the technology people, engineers, IT, information technology people. Lot of companies are started hiring people, and even lot of companies are putting effort to retain their employees, right? For example, I got an offer with some other company, my HR will come and talk to me saying that, hey, what is the offer that other company given to you? Okay, wait for 3 months, the appraisal cycle or salary revision cycle is coming, we will match that offer, you please continue, right? So a lot of effort from HR team to retain the candidate, and lot of effort from HR team also to hire a lot of people, correct? Just an example, right? We know that it is pandemic, right? 2020, right? March, the pandemic lockdown started, and March 16th March, we are the company in Technopark first announced a business continuity plan and said that it is work from home 100%, right? And we've been able to shift all the people 100 work from home in 2 days time frame. And we know in March, April, May, June timeframe, lot of companies, especially the services companies, all the business side impact and the losing job, then salary freeze, everything is there. And that's the time where we went to the campus and offered 45 people, right? Because our size is very small, 600, 700 employee strength company. So in that, a 45 people we offered, and we said that these people are going to join in 2021 June timeframe. And same in 2020 June, we onboarded 50 people, which we offered in 2019 in the campus, right? So I am saying that the opportunity is there. Opportunity is huge from India standpoint, especially in the information technology side. The companies are having lot of opportunities. And number two, the moment you decide you are passionate in information technology or passionate in your core subject, don't ever fall into the adjustment. Oh, there is a probationary test bank is coming next month, I am an engineer. Just imagine an engineer is going to apply a probationary bank and a manager test, right? Don't ever look at that. Okay, if you are really really passionate about your core field, then stick into that and see that you have a lot of opportunities coming. Even you can, this is a time where you can also demonstrate your entrepreneurship skill. This is a time of like thinking about a lot of startup venture where you can join and contribute. This is a time where you can also look at upskilling yourself and do a lot of freelancing work, lot of things actually, right? So there is no what is that, undermining on the opportunities part. The opportunities are unlimited, trust me. And it is something in the systems where because of the pandemic, your university exams may delay, your academics may delay, but something that from an industry standpoint, the opportunities are there. Actually, that is what I would say. So you should continue your placement effort, connecting with the corporate, connecting with the engagement with the corporate, and the campus corporate relationship. Please maintain that and see that CET kind of a college definitely, like a lot of companies coming even in the tough time, right? So that pride you should have it, and you should believe in that. Actually, that is what my take. And the H&R Block standpoint, I am telling you upfront, yeah, we announced our campus placement plan for 2022, and we will be going to do the placement activities online, everything by first week of October, right? So even I've been connecting with Reju about engineering college, something that we are not able to get a day one or day two because they always give preference to the top companies, right? So this time Reju assured that he will help some extent, where H&R Block is also going to get at least a week, 10 day or seventh day some opportunity, right? So that is what the conversation we had. So trust me that opportunities are there, and it is all about we really demonstrate our desire and attitude towards getting into that actually. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Once again, once again. Manoj, how much more questions we can take?
We can
One
take
or two?
two more questions. Actually, I have a hard stop at 9 to get into another meeting
Oh, okay.
with yeah, on site. Yeah, so
I think.
that
Okay,
is
sir.
fine. Two more questions. That,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And then the next question is, how much importance is given to our internships if it is from a completely different domain compared to the job profile that we have applied?
internship, my biggest say here is that you should really look for the right companies. Okay, it is not just from an academic standpoint. You have to really look for example, I am giving a classic case in our organization. We do not have a global cyber security the capability in our company. Okay, in H&R Block US, it is a multinational company, all that is there, but the cyber security aspect were outsourced with a third party, right? So we were at Technopark Trivandrum, and we saw that there are a lot of talent in Trivandrum. CDAC is an institute, government institute, and they are training people on cyber security, right? Then Triple ITMK in inside Technopark, they also have a cyber forensic course. The masters, right? That is in Technopark campus. So we actually understand this academic and talent pool, and then we connected with the professors there, and they said that yes, they have the people. They are going to complete their masters in forensic, and they are going to complete their masters in cyber security side all. And then we took a immediate decision that we can actually stop outsourcing our important activity, that is the cyber security services, to a third party. Instead of that, we will build our own capability. So we hired 25 people, and today these 25 people are securing the H&R Block product and services, right? Not getting anyone hacking or any threat, right? All those things, they are managing the incidents. They are ensuring our product is safe. Actually, you understand, earlier this activity was outsourced, right? So I am saying that how we get into that model is that we went to the college and said that yeah, we will try this model. So let us hire 25 people to the internship. We given an internship opportunity. The internship is they have to study the company and how they can form a team, in India, right? What are the things that they have to take care? That is the internship, right? So they come up with their project, they prepared, and they submitted to the management. Then we like the plan, and we said that you are the 25 people going to run that. You understand? So you have to really look at the internship opportunity. If it is IT or MEC, whatever stream, you have to really look at which company I am going to have an internship, what is the topic, right? And how much is the opportunity, right? I can convert my internship into a full-time job, right? So those opportunities that you have to really look at. Don't go that just for the sake of I have to complete an internship and Keltron or EICL or some other company. I just went there and just put a record and get a sign off of my internship and I meet the academic criteria. That's it. Don't do that. Internship is actually also leading a very good platform for you, and that will also help to perform your interview too. Okay, because it is giving a corporate overview on what is the environment inside the company, confidence level, right? And when you are into the interview time, you can confidently talk about your internship, your learning, the key people that you met in the internship program, your contributions in the internship program, everything, right? So look at that way approaching an internship program. If you are seeing a mismatch in your area of interest and the internship program, please correct that initial level itself. Instead of just for the sake of completing the internship program you are completing, that will definitely backfire your placement opportunities actually.
Okay, sir. So the last question today is like, how to answer if they ask us to explain something about you that is not mentioned in resume?
Haha. Okay. This is also a leading question because the interviewer is thinking that you actually take a chance of the previous question, something more that you explained, and it is not that convinced, right? So again, it is a testing question on how you are explaining things, right? Which is not at all given or visible in the interview. That is the story behind this question. And how to answer is friends is that you have to say that uh, how you decided this engineering, right? Some stories that you have to say, right? After your plus two you were in science, then you cracked this engineering, right? Then one thing that I have not mentioned in the resume is that I got an opportunity to explore some extracurricular activities, right? Which is not I have highlighted here because it is not completely related to my engineering field or my areas of interest, but I did that, right? So you have to start talking, and that is what I said, that this question is a reassurance questions on something that you have answered earlier. So this question also will evaluate your ability on communication, your ability on convincing, right? Your ability on the confidence level. All those things the interviewer will look at. The interviewer will not find the authenticity of this answer, how you are performing. Instead of that, the interviewer will always look at what is the confidence level, what is your ability to convince, right? What is your spontaneous response, your energy level while explaining this answer. All those things, it is an opportunity for the interviewer to evaluate, right? So that is how this question is there, right? And also the body language, your eye contact, all the interviewer will really look at, right? And then the interviewer will make a judgment that yeah, this person, his confidence level or her confidence level, energy level, then passion, right? And the best way you should link with your answer is that I strongly recommend something extracurricular activities that which you have not mentioned. That is something easy to explain. That will really, you can explain with your passion, right? This is what I am interested, or my father and mother, their hobbies are like this, so they heavily invested. So whenever I get free time, I used to contribute that. So with that, I had an interest in developing that skill, right? Or in the virtual world, I learned a new language. right? And this is the language, but you should definitely convince, right? If I say that I learned a language Russian, and then the interview panel will say that, hey, can you say in Russian, how are you, can you say in Russian, like that, the leading question will come. But then that time, don't fall into the integrity level that you bluffed, right? So something that you have to prepare in that way, right? Something extraordinary that you did, which is not, you are highlighted in the resume. And it is not about how convincing your answer. The interview panel will score on your confidence level, your communication, your ability to convince. All those things the interview panel will look at, right? How you are extraordinary, that is what finally, with that question, the interview panel is going to give weightage, right? So that is what you should handle that question this way. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir, for answering all the questions by taking
Yeah,
your precious time.
I am very happy that I interacted last year. It was around 7-8 months back with a college, that is the Talkage Institute of Technology. After that, I have not interacted with any college, and this is after a long break, because we all were busy with pandemic, work from home, deliverable, and the business, everything has changed, right? So I'm very happy today spending, even we committed 1 hour time, it is almost close to 2 hour, and very happy to interact with all of you. I know that there are some learning for you, and some confidence level that you have gained, and same way I also learned something from you also today. The way that you really look at your career perspective, the effort that you look at organizing this event, right? The series of activities, all. So that is also one insights for me, is that if I have a strong desire, I can get it things, right? So you all having that strong desire, and that is what you are trying to get it for future, right? So all the best for you, and you will always have the blessings from all your alumni who is supporting this initiative. So thank you very much, and thank you Riju and Murugesh sir, Sadish sir, for all your support with this initiative, and also this opportunity to interact to the students from the H&R Block standpoint. Thank you very much. And I also look forward the talent opportunities with this pool in coming months. Okay, so we will also work together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Nandana. So thank you so much for addressing the questions. Now I invite Meera for delivering the vote of thanks. Meera, over to you.
Thank you, Ashwini. Good evening, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed this illuminating session conducted by CET BBC Club. It's my honor and privilege to deliver this vote of thanks to each and every one of you who helped make this event happen. I'd like to thank our chief guest, Mr. Manoj Elanjickal, sir, for taking time away from his schedule to be here with us today. Last but not the least, I'd like to thank our alumni, faculties, and all our volunteers for their unflinching support and dedication to make this event a reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Meera. Well, what an informative session we had. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you being here. We would like to acknowledge again the presence of Mr. Manoj Elanjickal. We would also like to thank everyone who made the CET BBC Club Crack It 2021 interview training session possible. Thank you so much. Friends, if you have missed out anything to note, please don't worry, because the all session is recorded and we will post the link soon. And our last and the next final session of the pre-placement program is on 21st May, that's tomorrow. I hope everyone will join, attend the program, and also make it a successful one. I know we are all going through a tough time right now, but always try to be happy and cheerful, and always try to put a big smile on your face, because as we all know, this too shall pass. So let's hope for the best. With that note, this is Ashwini Rajagopal signing off. Stay home, stay safe, stay happy. Good night.